Hey guys, Greg here, founder of Adrenal Relief. It is a little after 7 a.m. on Thanksgiving Day, so happy Thanksgiving. I've been walking for a little over an hour now, so if I'm slightly out of breath, I apologize. And I got my headset on here, and I'm listening to an audiobook called The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. Now, I don't usually do videos like this either. This is kind of how I contemplate life. Look, for you adrenal fatigue sufferers too, it's early, right? Get up early, try to get out in the sun and do some light exercise like walking. It helps just getting the blood circulating through your body. It'll help loosen your body if your back is tight from a restless night of sleep. And it'll also, when you get up early and get out in the sun, it'll help reset your circadian rhythm. Now if you're sitting there saying, hey, screw you, I can't even walk to the kitchen, don't, right? Go sit on your porch in the sun, don't have coffee. Bad caffeine will hurt your adrenals. Have some tea or something. But anyway, I'm reading this book, or listening to this book called, sorry, I have to keep looking down when I'm tripping holes. Listening to this book called The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. And it made me start thinking about tomorrow on Black Friday. And basically the point of the book is there's this high-powered lawyer who just works and works and works, and he's got millions of dollars, and he has this kind of successful Western style of life. And what ended up happening, because he overconsumed everything, he eventually got himself overweight, overworked, and he had a heart attack in a courtroom. And he decided at one point in his life, because his doctor told him, you either have to give up the law or your life, he ended up just giving it all up. He sold everything, moved to India, and he hung out with a monk. And it's just kind of interesting with tomorrow being Black Friday. I hear people around town talking about how they're getting prepared to go out and, buy stuff that they can't afford to impress people they don't care about. And it just really got me thinking. I was reading another article too yesterday about kind of how Western society, we all have this need for more all the time, just more. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't have that, I think, more than the average person. So I overwork myself, and that's what originally gave me adrenal fatigue. But the older I get, the more I kind of listen to stuff like this, I just question, what are we doing as a society? What is that deep? It feels deep within, at least within myself, just deep within this need, this overriding emotion to have to consume more stuff, right? It's really weird. And people oftentimes, if I'll say, why are you doing Black Friday? That stuff's ridiculous. They'll usually say, well, it makes me feel happy. But really what's happening is you're just getting a dopamine effect from doing something in the short run, and that happiness is fleeting, and you all know that, right? If you go and get a great deal on a TV or something, that happiness is gone, like in a couple days, right? Maybe you have your friends over and you have a football party so you can show them your new TV that was made in China for pennies that you probably paid, a couple $100s for, and most likely a lot of people put it on a credit card because they don't have the cash to buy it, which just creates this constant feedback loop of stress. And I'm just questioning it now. Finally, at age 39, I don't get it. What are we doing as a society? What am I doing? Right? Why do I have this constant need for more? I don't know. It's interesting. So, like I said, this video has less of a point more than just kind of how I think about life or I feel like my life's in a bit of a pivot point right now. And I have a feeling when I feel this stuff and I start talking about it, I'm usually a little early. I feel like millions of other people are probably experiencing this too, kind of questioning it. And let me just say, I think it's normal to question stuff. I don't know, why are we doing it? What if tomorrow, instead of doing Black Friday and spending money you don't have to impress people you don't give a shit about, you just stayed home or maybe did something with your family maybe did something nice for a random person, a stranger, maybe somebody less fortunate. And if you've studied anything about happiness, which I have, and that's a funny question too, always people that are unhappy, I ask them, what have you done to study happiness? And I always get like a dumbfounded look. You know, there's lots of books on happiness. There's science behind happiness. One of the number one things you can do to overcome stress or depression or anxiety is to help another human being. So I would say, instead of rushing out to go buy crap tomorrow, why don't you help someone else? See ya.